This segment is brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Welcome to Farm Factor, broadcasting from the NAFB Trade Talk meetings in Kansas City. First, Duane catches up with Dr. Tom Fangman.
Duane Toews joining you once again with another segment of AGam in Kansas from Kansas City, Missouri during the National Association of Farm Broadcasting meetings. During Trade Talk, a chance to catch up with Dr. Tom Fangman with Boehringer Ingelheim Vetmedica. And Dr. Fangman, talking about the pork industry, we've certainly had some trying times from a disease standpoint in production and trying to maintain a pig flow for these farms across the country. Last couple of years, it seems like we always have something, but the last couple of years have been extremely challenging.
Duane, there's no doubt that that is the case. We choose an industry that's constantly changing and dynamic, and pathogen exposure and pathogen prevention leads to our profitability as we look at swine production across the United States.
We think about some of those specific ones. PRRS maybe been around for a while now, but still a disease that we deal with, particularly on those farrowing operations where it can be the most critical.
Absolutely. PRRS continues to remain one of our most costly diseases as we look at anywhere from $6 to $10 associated with losses to PRRS alone. PRRS unfortunately does not occur alone in many of the systems we work with, so we speak to the Porcine Respiratory Disease Complex, and managing PRRS and microplasma and PCV2 and sometimes influenza within that complex create great opportunities for us.
We think about the most recent one that caught a lot of national perspective into play would have been PED, Porcine Epidemic Diarrhea virus, that unfortunately caused a pretty big splash to start, but it appears already that guys are kind of getting a handle on that.
Our producers are resilient. They're committed to raising a quality pork product. If you can look at a positive outcome associated with PED, we have strengthened our understanding of biosecurity. And in those increased resilient practices, it's also led to better control for the other contributors to the PRDC, including PRRS. And that, along with immunization practices and regional commitment, we've been able to keep PRRS out of Central Missouri and our regional control project. And maybe PED has allowed us to increase our emphasis in that control, along with some of the other diseases, as a potential positive outcome.
As a company, Boehringer Ingelheim Vetmedica, what are you doing in terms of working with producers to try and maintain profitability and combat some of these issues?
Absolutely, Duane. I appreciate that. In fact, this week I've been actively engaged on data collection across systems. Boehringer Ingelheim is committed to understanding the needs of producers that we serve, and will demonstrate the success of the solutions we provide through data-supported decision-making.
Our thanks to Dr. Tom Fangman with Boehringer Ingelheim Vetmedica joining us here at Trade Talk in Kansas City, Missouri. Jamie, we'll send it back to you for more AGam in Kansas.
Stay with us for more Farm Factor. Duane will be back with John Weber, President-elect of the National Pork Producers Council.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.